Hello everyone, and welcome back to Old Mod 7. We're back. We're doing things again. In the last episode, we did a number of things. The first thing we did is we actually went into the mining dimension and we deleted it. Right? We picked up all of our stuff first, and then we deleted it, and then we've set it up again. Once again, my maps disappeared. The reason we did this wasn't just because it's kind of nice to do every so often, just to clean the place up. Like, it's an infinite flat world, so you don't necessarily gain anything, you know what I mean? It's not necessarily like a cheat, I guess. But a byproduct as well is over time, I don't actually know. Oh, that's part of a tree. Over time, the Modpack updates and they add different ores, especially below the deep slate level. They added a bunch as well as uraninite, which I can't really see at the moment. But it's there, yeah, like that stuff there. So we needed that for the uraninite or the power stuff we wanted to do this episode, or the last episode, sorry. So yeah, we did that. So we've got a nice new area here. It's beautiful. The quarry is quarrying away quite quickly. Quite quickly quarrying... yeah, anyway. And we placed a few extra drawers and stuff. And I think this area, it's an improvement over how it looked before, at least. It's not the prettiest, but you get the idea. We did that. The reason we did that, right, is because we wanted uraninite. Now, the reason we wanted that is because if we come over here, we set up this bad boy. This is a Nitro Reactor. Currently, it is generating nothing. The reason it's generating nothing is because it's full. Like, it's done everything. I think it actually still says... Okay, for some reason it says it is generating 445,000 forge energy per tick, which is what it was doing. This thing is phenomenal. It's genuinely, it's so overkill for anything that we even have to power that it's ridiculous. So yeah, that thing's pretty cool. It's doing its thing. If we wanted to, we could get like all the Flux stuff set up, which reminds me as well. I don't necessarily remember what happened, but I thought we automated the Flux dust, right? But I mean, clearly we didn't. So I sort of want to automate it. You know what I mean? Now, I'm not entirely sure if it's possible. For some reason, I feel like I remember you being able to use flint and steel on like bedrock down at obsidian or something, and it did something weird. It clearly doesn't show that in our system. Like in JEI, it doesn't show that that's an option. So I'm gonna guess that it's not an option. So yeah. So yeah, I guess we probably should set it up because although, I don't know, we use the Ender Gates a lot more than we use the Flux networks. So it doesn't necessarily make too much sense. But it's still something that I feel like we probably do use a decent amount, that I do want to automate it if possible. So for this, I'm going to imagine we use a player simulator. We'll search integrated as well and grab, the stuff that we need out, some cables, some variable cards, that sort of stuff. And that should be pretty good. We'll grab, an item interface. That should be good as well. And then maybe, I don't know, what do we want? Probably like an item collector. Now, this whole setup, it's actually going to be really, like, I genuinely don't know if we can automate this. For starters, let's search Flux. I believe you can use a Flux block in place of the obsidian. So yeah, you can either use, bedrock. You can either use obsidian on bedrock, or you can use obsidian on a Flux block. So, the general concept is as follows, okay? I want to first see if we can do it, okay? And then we'll test with this thing. And for the rest of the episode, I was going to see if we could make the infinite storage disk. What do we need for this? Ooh, one of the ingredients ended up needing itself. Redstone needs redstone. I think that's because we included both turning blocks into redstone and turning redstone into blocks. So I think I need to remove one of those recipes. Listen, hey, it's going to be a little bit messy for a second, but bear with me. So yeah, I guess I'll look for the. I think it's actually this one. Yeah, 1 block of redstone equals redstone dust. We actually just don't want that, so I'm going to chuck that in there. Now let's try this again. Infinite storage disk. Okay, here's what we need. If we want to make an infinite storage disk, just be able to hold infinite anything, right? Or I guess infinite items, not infinite fluids. We would need some more cobble, so that's good to know. We'll probably go add some storage upgrades to our little cobble drawer. We would need quite a decent more slime balls, so that's also something we should probably consider. We would need decent amount more quartz as well. We've currently got 21,000. We would need 700,000. Diamonds as well. We need not too much, to be honest. Probably like double what we've got. We'll probably get that in time. Same with the rest of these. These aren't too bad. The redstone, the slime balls, and the nether quartz is phenomenal, the amount that we need. So we might do something to alleviate literally any part of that in the near future. For now, though, let's give this thing a shot. I'm trying to find like a nice spot to do this. So if I place this down, and we grab a little bit of dirt just to build with, and we go up like this. I believe how this works is you place obsidian there. I'm going to turn my magnet off. You drop redstone dust in the middle, so we can do a dropper for that. And then you left click this, it drops the obsidian, and you get yourself the flux dust. So, what does this mean? Well, it means we'll need something to pick up the obsidian once it's done. We'll need it to place the obsidian at the top. And then we'll need the most important part is test to see if this player simulator will actually left click it, which I think it should. I think it should. Click with an empty hand. Let's put this variable card in. Let's set this to be, where is it? Not right click, left click. And it does nothing. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Currently this is set up, I believe, to left click this thing with the right hand. Does that make sense? What do you normally, yeah, I think we use your right hand. We can turn off continuous. Does that do literally anything? No. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. What else do we have here? It might not be possible. It genuinely might not be. Did I have to crouch? I don't think I did, right? I'm pretty sure we just sort of like, we just... Oh! It works way better than I thought it would. I thought we would have to detect the redstone dust to make it time itself perfectly, but look at this. If I just drop in redstone, it does... Oh, this is so easy to do. Okay, yeah, we can do this. All right, let's grab a wrench to pick up this integrated dynamic stuff. Let's go boom, boom, pick up all that. Pick up this fun stuff. Okay, we're back in business. I'll sleep through the night. I think I know what's causing a little bit of the frame rate lag I'm getting at the moment, so I'll try to fix that, and I'll be back. Okay, so what's the plan? I think I'll slap it over in this area. I guess. I mean, we've got our other auto crafting here, so it should be doable. Now, how exactly are we going to do it? I think we're going to use a combination of item collectors. So these things here, these are from the item collector mod. Sadly not from Cyclic. So we'll grab these. I want the advanced ones so that we can filter it, as well as, I don't know, maybe we can lower the radius so that it's not, affecting this whole zone. And we might be able to hide it. I don't know. It feels weird doing it here because a lot of these are just single block things, whereas what we're trying to pull off here is sort of like slightly bigger. I do think we can get away with it. It's going to be a little bit more messy, I guess. Do we build it somewhere else? I really don't know. You know what? Maybe. I'll be honest. The reason I was going to do it in that area was a lazy reason. It was because I wouldn't have to set up a network. That was genuinely the reason. I was like, you know what? We've already got the refined storage over there. Everything's fine. We're all good. But I'll tell you what. We'll just make a new area. So, where are we going to do the new area? I don't really know. It's literally just making flux things. It does not need... I don't know why I'm putting so much thought in. You know what? It's going right here. This is where it's going. It's going right here. Okay? Whether you like it or not, this is what's happening. So we've got our receiver, our network card. I'll do the rest. Okay, we've got flux stuff, so we can go back over here. Here's our little flux stuff area. Wonderful. We can turn our magnet back on. There's no harm done here. So, what are the main things? Well, obviously, we're going to need the crafter. That's a key component here to actually order the stuff. I guess we'll run cables. That probably does make sense. So we'll do the cable. I'm going to say crafter this way. Okay, so that's all hooked up. That's fine. We're going to have a dropper. I like these factory droppers. You obviously you don't have to use these, but I quite like them. I think they're pretty good. So I'm going to have this guy be responsible for obviously dropping everything. He's very beautiful. He has like a cool little animation. I'm going to set him up to do what? What was I going to do? Because you can change a few settings here. The problem is, as you can see, the tooltip goes all the way off screen. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. So that should be fine. Underneath this, we're going to place the flux block. This is where obviously the redstone's going to be placed onto. So that should be fine. Above this, we're going to have a few different things. So we're going to have a constructor. So we'll grab one of these. We're going to have a destructor. Now, I know we could get the higher versions, like the Ultra and Creative, which, to be honest, let's do it. Why not? In the last episode, I actually forgot to mention that as well. We set up some creative tier stuff, which worked phenomenally well. For the Energizing Orb, we actually set up our first Creative Crafter and Creative Importer. They're pretty much instantaneous. It's very beautiful what they actually do. We haven't set up anything else here purposefully because I did it right at like the end of the episode. You guys also told me, just to detour real quick, if we look up creative, right? Here's the creative crafter. If I hold left shift, it shows you the speed, the amount of slots in the crafter, as well as the consuming, right? And it says 0 RF. What I didn't realize is that's just a thing. You know what I mean? Like, so for these crafters, although they don't say it, they use a specific amount of RF per tick, right? So if we go back to our controller, we can sort of see what's going on. This thing should load up. You can see the amount that our crafters are using. So we've got like some full crafters that are using 171 RF per tick, right? And you know, it adds up a decent amount. This guy, he's not saying that he specifically uses RF. He's saying he uses none. He's specifically telling you, hey, no RF is used. So that makes sense. Cool. So we'll run back. Run back over here. And so let's make these patterns. So I do want the constructor and the destructor to be pretty much maxed here. So I'm just going to go through here and make these patterns for each of them. Okay, we've got everything. I'm going to chuck them in here. And then I guess, I mean, do we want 8 of each of them? I feel like we don't. I feel like 1 is probably good enough. So I'll order 1 destructor and 1 constructor to be kept in the system at once. How does that sound? And you know what? Let's pretty much get everything that we've got. So what else did we get? A creative importer. And then we'll also add the creative crafter. So it's got a lot of things that's got to craft now. It's got some expensive recipes, although to be honest, I think it just did them all. Yeah, we've actually got them all here. So I'll grab the destructor, the constructor. Do I want to grab the crafter as well, or is that... Hey, I'll tell you what. Why not? You know what? Why not? We'll keep using it until I break things. How does that? Does that sound like a pretty good deal? I think it does. So we'll come back over here. We're going to pick this guy back up. That should be fine. And we'll replace him with a creative variant. So I'm going to place this guy down, I believe, like that. Beautiful. He's wonderful. He's got plenty of room. So that should be fine. Now, obviously, the constructor and destructor stuff. So what I'm going to do is place this guy here. On the back of him will be the destructor. So that should be fine. We're obviously going to have to hook up the cables and stuff. That should be fine as well. We'll run them around back here. And so, as you can see, it breaks it. Now, it is obsidian, so it's still, you know, it's not the quickest thing to break, I guess. I don't know if we can put speed upgrades in. I don't think we can, but... Oh, you know what? It is pretty fast. I thought I could, like, place them quickly, but nope. What I'm going to do, though, is place the obsidian here. We're then going to place the constructor on the back. I'm putting the emphasis on them specifically because they do sound a little bit similar. This top guy is obviously going to be obsidian. So we're going to drag obsidian in there and he will place obsidian. Perfect. And he should do that pretty much instantly, non-stop, 24/7. Awesome. Wonderful. This guy at the bottom, it doesn't really matter what we have him set to, as long as we make sure that he's not picking up items, which is just default. And we should be good. If we wanted to, we could put something there, but this should be fine. Next up will obviously be the player simulator. This guy can go here. Now you can't just open him. He does need to have a logic cable connected, although the cable doesn't have to go anywhere, which sadly means it looks a little bit weird. You know what I mean? Like, if we want to, we could place this there purely just for visual. This item interface is going to do nothing, but it just looks weird having the cable floating. I don't know. That might just be a me thing. Then we're going to place the variable card onto the click empty section. We're going to go through here. And I think the only important thing is to have right click not ticked. So this is it ticked. This is it not ticked, right? Or not checked or crossed. You can stay with right hand. I think you can even leave it continuous. That's default is continuous on. So I'll do that as well just so that we can compare to see if it works. And then this should work if I happen to grab some redstone and drop it underneath. Beautiful. Very, very beautiful. So what's next? Obviously, it is the item collectors and the item demagnetizers. This guy here as well. So the demagnetizer obviously is going to be set to do to stop redstone. So in terms of placement, I don't know. Do we want to hide it? I mean, I guess we can. So I'll place the demagnetizer there. We'll place the item collector there. Why not? In terms of the range, we actually can see the range if we, I think, turn that off. Oh, actually, it's still pretty hard to see. I don't know if you can tell, but the screen is changing color when I hover over these. They've actually... Oh, it's because the range is so big that I'm standing within them. I think if we lower this down to be like this, is this now... Oh, it's still, I'll be honest, it's still pretty hard to see regardless of shaders on or off. This guy, I think, similar, but these used to be really... I'll be honest, they were too much. I definitely recall these things just hurting the eyes to toggle on. They look a lot nicer now to look at. I'll definitely say that, but it was a little bit hard to see, to fully notice. So yeah, this range, obviously we want it to cover that area, so we'll try and witness this. We'll get the Y level to go up a bit, why not? We'll increase the Z range. And so now this thing... Let's toggle shaders off again, it might be a bit easier. I think it is covering it. I believe it is. For example, if I drop dirt there, nothing picks it up. I've got my magnet still on, we don't pick it up. I can walk over and manually pick it up, but that's it. This guy as well, we're going to increase his range there, and already that's it. It's hovering over the area we need. Beautiful. So, all that's left is the recipes, all that fun stuff. So, I'm going to grab a pattern grid because we have these chilling around. We'll get a stack of patterns. We don't need a stack, but we'll get a stack. I'll place this guy here, open him up, put the pattern in, and we want to say pretty much this recipe. We want to say, hey, put in a redstone dust, get back a flux dust. Now, we do have some options. We could just tell it, hey, to save some time, put in a stack, get out a stack. And what that'll mean is whenever we want to craft flux dust, it'll have to do a stack at a time. Why not? You know what I mean? Why not? So I'm just going to do that. Craft a stack at a time. We'll open this up, chuck the recipe in there. These might need some configuring because I'm not entirely sure what we need. I think what I need, to be honest, is this thing. This ignores the redstone, this middle section. Drop as long as the external signal is on, is if this is on continuous. I don't think it matters. And what about this? I'll do and. Sure. I don't know. Let's give it a shot. Let's search flux dust. I'm going to click craft. It's going to say, hey, a stack. It's going to put a stack in here. It's going to drop them one at a time, which, hey, I mean, it's doing it. I do see as well, this definitely, here, we need to increase the X value just to make this a bit bigger. And then we need to increase this in both directions. Now, did that even work? I feel like it is hovering. Oh, to be fair, you're normally meant to put like a storage system underneath this guy, right? Like, I should be getting just a chest we can do. Yeah, I guess. Don't know why we don't have any chests, but I'll order some. We'll grab that, and we'll grab some importers. Once again, they don't need to be creative. I think creative in this situation would be extreme overkill. But we'll place the chest here. This should now fill up with all the junk. Wonderful. Place the importer. There we go. And if we want to, you know, because we want it to be somewhat fast, if we put a stack upgrade in, it's all done. Beautiful. So yeah, that works, but obviously it sort of, it drops them all a little bit awkwardly. Oh, it's this, no, it's one of these values. I think it's this value here. I think I can set it to drop 32 at a time by moving this bar. I believe that should work. So now let's try it again because, you know, the more the merrier. Why not? I'm going to order one. It's going to say, hey, I'm going to chuck in a stack. It should drop 32 at a time. Yep. Oh, okay. I didn't add a whitelist or a blacklist. So it was purely just not working before. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. We want this to be a whitelist for flux dust. There we go. Okay, this should work now. This should be fine. We're gonna have to cancel that recipe there. Actually, we can manually help it along. We can chuck a stack in here manually. There we go. There we go. That's 2 stacks. Beautiful. So if we search flux now, yep, 2 stacks worth. Okay, wonderful. That was nice and simple, wasn't it? Nice little system. Beautiful. Nice. Problem solved. There it is. It can do its thing. Okay, we'll toggle our shaders back on. By the way, I'm using complementary shaders, and they are beautiful. Yep, there they are. Complementary Reimagined. Sorry. They are different to complementary, believe it or not. Okay. So what's next? We have a few options. I'll be honest. One option is I work towards the infinite storage disk, which is sort of, you know, we'll do that regardless. The other option is I convert all of our crafters to creative crafters. And I'll be honest, it sounds pretty fun. I kind of want to do it. Now, here's my biggest issue is I don't think I need to. You know what I mean? Like, all of these recipes that are broken, by the way, someone also told me, I accidentally put the Invar ingot recipe just in the crafter instead of in the smelter. So I'm just currently looking for the Invar that we put in here. This guy here, yeah, Invar dust needs to be smelted. So that should get that guy up and running. Yep, all the Invar in there, beautiful. But these recipes, they're not taking a long time because of the crafters at all. In fact, they're pretty much instant. The issue is just that, we like, it's the processing and stuff. Like, none of these recipes are complex enough to justify going creative tier. If anything, I will say these processing ones could benefit purely from instantly everything will go in there and then instantly everything will get extracted, which, to be honest, I quite like that idea. I quite think that's way better use of our time and like server resources than replacing all of these crafters, I think. Now, once again, that they are very powerful, so please be careful using them in your worlds, because they can make or break everything. So I guess we're gonna do it. Yeah, sure. Let's do it. Why not? So I'm just gonna swap these up, and I don't know. We'll see if there's any noticeable difference. Now, we will also have to be careful in regards to what was I gonna say? In regards to any of these that needed like regulators on them, which I don't necessarily know if we have, and any of these that had like redstone pulse crafting recipes, but none of these appear to. I think it's literally just going to be a swapping situation. I should probably just search creative. That makes a little bit more sense. Look at, you know what we can, maybe we could, because this stuff would craft a lot faster, wouldn't it? Like this thing, look at it. Oh, you know what? I can't help it. Let's see if we can upgrade the furnace. So at the moment we have Allthemodium. We can push it to Vibranium. We would just need Vibranium blocks, 4 of them. How much Vibranium do we have? I think, yeah, we've got a bunch of nuggets. Okay, I think we can do it. Maybe. Ooh, we definitely can, because that is a lot. So let's check this here. So that's 4 of these goodies. So that is then a Vibranium furnace. Assuming we grab the other furnace now. Yeah, I'll pick this thing up. Why not? Oh, the pipe upgrade, or the pipe. What is this going into? Barrel. Oh, that was my like. Yeah, I had a little barrel back at our base that I could drop things into. Is it still working? I don't even know if it seems to be hooked up. Anyway, so we're gonna upgrade this guy to Vibranium. Now we could watch him in action, or we could see if we can jump straight to Unobtanium, which is obviously going to be remarkably faster. It looks like we're just about to be able to. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do we do it? Yeah, let's do it. Why not? So this guy obviously turns into Unobtanium. And then this furnace, I believe, is pretty much as good as you get. You can make a creative thruster. That's about it. You can't really do much else with this. So I'm going to slap it down. There it is. It's beautiful. We might need to reconfigure it. No, it looks... actually, yeah, I'm going to have to reconfigure it. So let's reset all of them. The back will be the input, like that. The top will be the output. And then the fuel will be from the front. But the fuel is actually going to be this ender gate, which I can't put on at the moment because we need to click the augment tab and place in our factory augment, which makes it use RF and also process things. So the sand should get processed and all that. We can place on our power now. So that should be good. And then if we do auto split, what that'll do is if we were to like put this in there, it would split them up equally amongst everything. So yeah. Is there something we can test? I think there is. We've got a bunch of cobble. Let's search stone. Our stone's here. I'd like my stone to be here. So let's go ahead and see what happens if I order 100,000 stone. What you are seeing now is this guy's running right now. You might not realize it, but he's running. He's using power. He's running. We are at 70,000 stone. That is remarkable. We're using more than 20,000 RF per tick, meaning we need to upgrade this ender gate. So let's actually search ender gate. Realistically, we want one of these, which we can afford. So realistically, we want to place one of those down. And there we go. This now does 1 million RF per tick. So, what does that look like? Once again, you might be wondering, well, what do we have a bunch of that we can smelt? Like, I know I can keep smelting stone, but we don't actually have, like, as much as I thought we would. Oh, you know what? Copper. The problem is as well, you know what? I might actually do this. Check this out. At the moment, our copper is being processed by this guy over here. And he's a hard worker, okay? Every single raw ore he gets, he manually crushes with his hands. It's pretty ridiculous. It's quite dumb, to be honest. We're not going to do that anymore because that's just, it's way too much work for this guy. We have an option though. I could run that same ore through an enriching factory, and that'll at the very least like double our ores or something like that, or we'll get a little bit more bang for our buck if we want to. Do we want to? Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. We could also chuck it in with an ore hammer. That's an option for really quick doubling because we can pretty much autocraft that. Or we just smelt it. And you might be wondering, okay, well, why would we smelt it? Because that seems like a bit of a scam, just smelting it all. Well, the reason is, I mean, at the moment, in terms of copper, we have 600,000. You know what I mean? We could just smelt it all. Do we just do that? I think we do, to be honest. Like, as we get more and more chunk destroyers and we make them, like, faster and all that, we won't need to do any of this. I'm just going to remove this, and I'm going to drag in a copper ingot. Oh, it's on fluid mode. I'm going to drag in a copper ingot, and that's going to be that. 1 raw copper equals 1 copper ingot. I'm going to chuck it in here. Okay. I'm going to search copper, click on my ingot, and I'm going to craft 100,000 copper. You ready? Boom. This is what it looks like. By the way, need I remind you, I have a time in a bottle, meaning I can 2 times this, and now that's what it looks like. And I can do a little bit more. And that's what it looks like. To be fair, it looks like it's running just as fast. It might actually be like capped. It might not be able to go any faster. But the main point is we're done. You know what I mean? We're not going to have to smelt anything for quite a while. To be honest, though, I will say, I thought we were going to get a lot more slots in here. I thought we were going to get like this level. You know what I mean? Like 9 slots. But instead it just caps out at 6. So I guess that's good to know. But I'm saying that like we need more. I mean, it's not filling up. I guess it is when we have like a bunch being crafted. But yeah. Okay. Well, I guess I'll be back. I'm going to do the rest of these. All right, now this one's a bit weird because this crafter goes into a barrel, which means I don't know how much value we're going to get from this. We'll try it anyway. Can I not wrench this? Do we have to use a okay, nice, awesome. We have to use a refined storage wrench. We've got so many wrenches on us. This one needs to face down, and then we chuck all this stuff in. I mean, it's still pretty fast, I think. We can go under here and have a little look. Oh, we're using, okay, yeah, we were using a laser node. Did we have this guy pimped out with speed upgrades? For insert. I think we actually want the extracting one to be upgraded, which we might have done. We've got, okay, hold on. Let's search at laser. We might be able to pimp this. Today's going to be a little bit of a speeding up situation. We can do node overclocker and card overclockers. I think the card overclockers, I think that's it stacked out, to be honest. I think, yeah, I can't put anything else in there. So a stack every tick is, I mean, it's pretty good to be fair. We can grab node overclockers though. Let's also craft, I guess, 2 more because I imagine we can do 4. And I think these just go there. And this, oh, it's per side. Interesting. Hey, why not? Let's grab 4 more and we'll do that on the upside and see if that does anything. Maybe. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. All right, well, back to this stuff. Ooh, okay. So I was, going through, doing my thing. We're out of netherite. This thing's also going to just be flashing a bunch, which might end up being annoying because of just how fast it is. So yeah, I didn't really think about the whole netherite thing. I thought we had plenty. Okay. Listen, from one issue right to the next. So what's our netherite scrap situation? Sorry. At the moment, I believe what we have ancient bees, right? They're doing their thing. I'm a little bit confused at the lack of well, yeah, the lack of resources. All right, so over here, what do we have? This one's the ancient bee stuff. We've got speed upgrades in here, and I mean, they're doing pretty good. To be fair though, I think we want production upgrades. These ones here. So I'm gonna order 4 of them. Why not? Hopefully they'll craft pretty quickly. We'll grab 4 out. They don't stack, of course. We'll take out the speed upgrades and we'll put in the productivity ones. These increase productivity by 140%, so they're pretty good. So hopefully we get some benefit from that. Yeah, to be honest though, it's clearly not the best option. Another thing we did not too long ago is we set up this guy here. This is a Nature Seed. And this guy has been getting us Nitro Essence. Now, as you can see, not much. Which begs the question of what should we do? Well, the Nature Seeds, where can they grow? I know they can grow in a garden cloche. Can they grow? They can grow in a Phytogenic Insulator. Let's just do that. Why not? Let's go over to our little phytogenic area over here. And what do we have? I think this was set up for Nature Seeds, but for some reason I didn't put them here. But yeah, there we go. So now we're generating Nature Essence a lot faster than we were previously. Cool. The reason why I was getting to this point is we could make Netherite Seeds, I believe. Yeah, Netherite Seeds. We would need Supremium, which we might be able to make. Maybe. I'll tell you what, we'd have to see. You know what? Let's have a look. From memory, I think we can create a pattern to go into this guy. So he's currently crafted tier 1. Let me pick him up. Let me press U on him. I think we can upgrade him to craft to tier 2. Hopefully he maintains the recipes. Fingers crossed. If he doesn't, who cares? So craft to tier 2. What's the difference? Extra recipe slots. In particular, actually, we are going to need a few of these at least. Not a few, sorry, but upgraded. So I'm going to take him to the next level, which is going to be tier 3. I don't think there's a next level. No, it doesn't look like it's... I might have just crashed. No, we're good. Okay, so now we have access to a decent amount more slots. Each of these are going to be some different type of essence, right? So it goes from Inferium to Prudentium. So this recipe here, and I'm going to click apply, and it's going to go there. I'm also going to have the Infusion Crystal go back into the system by setting this to external C, so ext C. And that will make sure that product that stays there, instead of going into the output slot, will go right back into this section here. So that should be good. That should work. And now we're just going to do that with as many as we can fit in here. We might not be able to fit all of them. I doubt we will. But we'll put as many as we can. In worst case, we craft the end stuff manually. I don't see that as big of an issue as everything else here. I was going to stop at Supremium, but we can take it to this level if we wanted to the Insanium. Might as well. Let's click apply. So now we've got all of these recipes here. One thing we'll have to do as well is underneath in this guy, I want to add in one of those crystals. What are they called? Are they called Infusion Crystals? Yeah, these guys here. Now, if you manage to make a master one, it has no durability, which means it's pretty good. You know what? I haven't actually tested if you can put an Eternal Stellar on these guys here. We'll order another one as well, because we always want to do this stuff. In fact, I should have this guy keep an Eternal Stellar just waiting for us. Do we have a smithing table over here? We do actually. Nice. Can I... Oh. Okay, very interesting. Look at this. So it becomes an Eternal Infusion Crystal, but it still says 250 uses left. I'll tell you what. Listen. We can make Eternal Stellars really easily. So I know that this is probably painful to see me do, but I'm going to craft one, okay? We now have one. It says it's Eternal. I'll tell you what. We'll place this guy in here, and we'll see if it uses it up. I think it will. Like, I'm pretty sure it will, but we'll see. We'll see. You never know. All right, now back to Essence. Now we need to add in the recipes. So we're going to have to add these again, but this time it's going to be it's going to have to be processing. Yeah. Okay. I mean, it's not the end of the world. We're just going to have to manually set all of these to be 4 of these input, 1 of these output. So, yeah. Okay, I believe we have everything. So these recipes will go into this crafter, like so. And then we give it a shot. So, for example, if I try to craft one of these, it will say we can. So I'll click this, and there we go. We have one, and it did use the durability on it. Okay, so this will run out of stuff. That's fine. We'll open up this guy as well. Are we able to drag in the Infusion thing here? We are. So I want to say, hey, keep one infusion crystal in here. Now, we've got one in there, but it's an eternal one. I also want to set this to not be exact, I think. That might help with like durability issues, I imagine. So yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good. So let's give this a shot. I'm going to search for Essence again. In order to make the Netherite Seeds, what do we need? We're jumping into the seeds. 4 of these Supremium Essences. So if we search for this, we currently have 3. Let's order another one. We're going to have to craft pretty much everything up from Prudentium. It crafted instant. We've already got it. Like it's done. This thing's, you know, still taking durability and stuff. Beautiful. Okay. We'll take that. Let me go back to, oh, actually, wait, Supremium. Were there Supremium? There's a Supremium B you can make, which you get from this egg, which you get from infusing an Imperium egg, which you get from infusing Tertium, Prudentium, Inferium, which you get from a Prospera B egg, which you have to get from using Honey Treat Prosperity on an egg. I think. No, hold on. Prospera B. You can breed a prosperity block with a crystalline B, and that'll give you the B itself. Then you can take genes out of it with that whole gening system. Or, and here's the kicker, okay? Previously, you would have to use these genes, hope that you get a bunch of these prosperity things. Like, I think you need 100 of them to get 100%, I would imagine. We currently have 24, right? Or, if we have a look at our sword, we have Capturing 2. Makes mobs have a chance to drop their spawn egg. Hey, maybe. I'll tell you what. I'm going to grab these babies. I'm going to run back to that B section that does have the prosperity. I want to get more of them so that we can actually put this to the test. I believe it's this guy, yeah. He's currently got a bunch of these pokey gene samplers. I'm going to put in the baby things. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't know what's going to happen. I want a bunch of these bees, and then I'm going to start killing them and see if we get the spawn egg. Might work, might not. We'll find out, I'll tell you that much. Okay. Let's continue, though. What were we... I think we're actually pretty close to being good. We obviously wanted the Netherite Seeds. I keep forgetting what's in them. 4 Netherite and a Prosperity Seed base. That should be simple. So, 4 Netherite. We're missing all the scrap already. Okay, yeah, that does seem to be an issue. Okay, hold on. I might be able to make things a little bit faster. For example, first things first, what's this thing doing? Do we have a backlog? We have a backlog of Draconic Combs. That's not necessarily a problem. We had Ancient Debris Combs. Ancient Debris Combs. Oh, and we've also got Ancient Debris, which I think we must be getting that from the Nether. From our Nether quarry, maybe. We'll see. Anyway, I'm going to chuck this stuff in here. All I was going to do was like start timing the bottling stuff, like whether it was the bee nests and stuff. I don't know. I was just going to start speeding things up so that we can, you know, get things done at some point this year. Like, look at this thing go. That's what we like to see. So if we search Netherite scrap, how much do we have now? Look at that. We've probably got enough. Yeah, beautiful. Okay, beautiful. So we've got Netherite ingots now. All we need is the seed. Oh, what's it called? Prosperity seed base. Here we go. So prosperity shards around a wheat seed. Here we go. Wonderful. Then we need to go to our little area over here. Right here. Beautiful. And we create our stuff. So they don't have to alternate. You can place them alternate if you want them to. But you just got to place them all onto these pedestals. Place your seed base in the middle. Flick the button. All the particles happen. It's a pretty quick process. You don't have to run away and go do chores or anything. You just wait patiently, and there you go. Netherite seeds. Beautiful. So then we come back over here. Yep. We come all the way over here through the beautiful sun rays over to this section. These things we can pick up. They're not really helping us at the moment. And at this point, I go, this stuff's pretty ugly. We definitely need something here. I'll tell you what. I don't know what it should be. I'm almost thinking paths. Paths could work. The problem with a path is that these blocks are going to look ugly. So, if anything, we do spruce planks under here. I think this can work. And then the rest of these are going to be paths. Which I thought I could do with this Paxel, but I guess you can't. But yeah, that's the plan. What has this guy got? Yeah, he's got one of those. Of course he does. Oh. I need a... How odd. Is it because the ender gate's there that I can't do that? How strange. Let's break the ender gate. And then you can. Oh, very odd. Okay. Let's pick up the rest of those. And then we'll just do that. And we'll place some grass here. 1, 2, I think we need 1, 2. And we'll get these done first. There we go. So is this gonna break it? Oh, well that just ruins the whole thing, doesn't it? Okay, well, I guess we'll place those back. And I guess these will just become spruce planks. Yeah. No fun allowed here. Sorry everyone. No fun allowed. Okay. I mean, this stuff can be, you know, the good stuff. Why not? Oh, and modded Minecraft, you can till the dirt. It doesn't have to be grass. I don't know if they've changed that in vanilla, but that was a thing that was very, very not fun. Anyway, this looks pretty good. There we go. We've got a nice little area here. So the elephant in the room is setting up stacks of these. Now, to be honest, it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought we were going to have to like keep expanding out around in circles. I think we can stack these relatively easily. I think so. I'm just trying to craft one of these. I thought it would be a lot faster, to be completely frank with you. But it's not really, hasn't really been any fast. In fact, it's not really doing it. What's going on? Oh, have I put the I think we're waiting on the dust, the tin dust. Yeah, I think I might know the issue. Yeah, so this guy over here is currently like full of a stack of iron. Oh my god. Let's just take that out. There we go. And let's actually take this out. Open this up. Manually place that in. And put these back in there. There we go. Well, once again, like, I don't know. We really need to revamp our ore production. We've gotten to that point where it's pretty silly. I'll be honest. It's pretty silly having that one guy doing all the hard work. he's literally getting tens of thousands of resources flowing through him, and I'm just like, come on, hurry up. Where were we just then? Oh yeah, they're over here. Trust me, my memory's good. I remember everything. So yeah, the plan is Phytogenic Insulator, and I reckon I can place it right here, right? We can place the power on the front. All we're gonna do is set this guy to instead be an output at the bottom. There we go. We can do the input at the back still. That should be fine. We obviously want to set this guy to extract like the rest of the stuff. The pipes, we'll set the same thing up. If we want to as well, future-proof this, why not? Let's set this stuff up. Do this, do that, do this and that. And there we go. We're pretty future-proofed. If I really wanted to. I don't know why I said it like that. I had like a bit of a hiccup happen. 5 of these. Ooh, 6 of these. Let's order another one. Why not? Just for good luck. And then resonant integral components, we will need 6 of those. Cyclical things, we will need 6 of these. Or cyclical. And then flux linkage amplifiers, we will need a lot more than currently we have. I'm going to order a stack of them. Okay, nice. Will that stuff craft? Who knows? In the meantime, we can pimp this guy out with one of these upgrades, one of those, 2 of those. So speed upgrade, speed upgrades, and then the cyclical processing allows the nether seeds to stay in the input. So what does this mean? Well, we should just get Netherite Essence. Beautiful. Wonderful. Works like a charm. Now, what happens with Netherite Essence, you might be wondering? Well, with Netherite Essence, you can create a Netherite ingot with 8 of those. That's pretty good. You can also make some music discs with some pig step, if that's your style. But obviously, we're mainly after the Netherite Essence. Sounds good to me. Now, you notice that there's the spot underneath there, that little spot. In theory, you're meant to be able to put in bone meal. Now, I believe it's disabled for, what do you call them? Mystical agriculture crops. Usually it'll pretty much use up the bone meal and you'll get some extra drops. That's what happens with normal, vanilla resources and stuff like that. So for cactus, for example, I can chuck this in here and we'll watch. Hopefully it works. We got bone meal going. We should get 2. Yeah, we got 2. Beautiful. I didn't even use it up. But yeah, that's an example of what's meant to happen. And it might happen in some packs, but currently in this one, it does not. So, how do we make this go faster? Well, we can time in a bottle in. That's obviously an option. That's always an option. The other option that would work phenomenally well would be this guy right, bear with me, here. This guy here, creative flux efficiency. Very fast processing is an understatement. The issue here is not any of this stuff as far as I'm aware, but it is this middle guy, which is an ATM star shard, which is, long story short, not happening anytime soon. That is a crushed ATM star, which, in case you're not sure about the ATM star, it's this recipe. it's a pretty big recipe. It's a lot of work, and we've probably made like less than a dint on it. But yeah, you know, we can work towards it. Now, what are we thinking? There's a few things to think. One is this guy the best way to farm? Arguably yes, arguably no. What are the arguments for and against? Off the top of my head, doing it this way, we would have to make multiple seeds, right? I don't believe we have a chance to get extra bonus seeds. I don't believe so. Yeah, the seeds are you're just guaranteed essence, guaranteed seed, right? You're not guaranteed anything extra. If you were to have a farm set up, like a physical farm, I believe every time you harvest it, there's a chance to get, that extra stuff. There's a chance to get extra seeds, which in turn means you can expand really easily, right? So that's obviously a thing. Now, in the pack, I do believe there's quite a few ways to speed up growth. For example, there's a lily, I believe. Lily Pad of Fertility. This thing here, if you get your hands on it, which the recipe doesn't look as scary as... it doesn't look too bad, to be honest. This thing speeds up the crops pretty well. Like, it does a pretty good job, I think. There's probably also some sprinklers you can get, I would imagine. Maybe not. There's different fertilizer stuff you can get. There's a lot of things you can do. And I think if you were to do a bunch of fertilized ground and then set up like a create mod harvesting system, that might be better than doing this. But that would involve setting up like big plots of land, which we could do. I'm not against doing that. Maybe I can. I think. Listen. I'm about to dig up some old timey stuff. I believe I still have not only the finale of the Overstress series. I'm pretty sure I have that recording, and I just haven't uploaded it, and it's probably a little bit late now, but it's there. It's in my folder somewhere. I know that much because I wasn't sure if I wanted to end it or if I wanted to do like a little bit of a spin-off or something. But yeah, that's there. And following on to that, I believe I have the world download, and just follow with me. In that map, Rocket set up a tractor. Listen, I'm not saying I was going to steal it. I'm just saying that, maybe. I mean, he's not using it. It's just sitting there. Maybe I could borrow it. Oh, yeah, you know what we do? We go over here to our mine colony, right? We set up some big farmlands, like, because we've got that's like a field, or a farm, sorry, but it's got no fields. We set up some fields somewhere, and I borrowed the tractor, and we set that stuff up. Like, there's like a temple in here. I didn't even... yeah, some crazy stuff going on. We'll see what happens. I'll tell you what, if you guys think that's a good idea, please remind me, because I tend to forget this stuff. Like, I'm sure there's been a billion other ideas I've had that I've mentioned that you guys are like, oh, can't wait to see him do that. And then it just never happens, because it's gone out of my mouth, and it's just disappeared. Yeah, while we've been talking, by the way, let's have a look. I was stalling tactically. We've got 61 Netherite Essence. While we were talking, we just got ourselves 7 ingots. That's pretty good. In terms of Netherite scrap, to be fair, we got a decent amount as well. Did we get enough to make 7? Yeah, that's what, 28. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. Are the bees better? I mean, to be fair, we've got a lot of bees. We just have one of the... I don't know where I'm going with this. But anyway. Also, I just realized I can't put things away. Is this thing full? Ooh, okay. Not good, very bad. Not good. Not good, very, very bad. Tier 3 dimensional storage. Didn't we... I thought, what do we have? Tier 2 dimensional storage. Huh. Okay. What? Okay. Sorry, I've really confused myself here. How did we manage this? We just didn't craft it. Okay. Let's maybe craft that. Let's maybe do that. This is going to be on, I didn't want to bookmark that. I want to bookmark that. I don't know what that is. Vera's permanent something. I think actually it's this one here. I think this is the ritual we're at. Bear with me for a hot minute here. Let's craft a stack of those. I thought that would craft it instantly, but it didn't. I guess we'll manually craft a stack because apparently we're not allowed to craft them automatically nowadays. I think it's... Oh yeah, and then one of these crystals... Oh god, okay. Yeah, I'll be right back. But by the way, we have 354 nether stars, and I don't think we've been running the wither thing for quite a while. Just, to keep you updated. The book as well, I think the book's pretty easy to make. A lot of these books are. For some reason, we don't have booking quills automated at this point, for whatever reason. Oh, you know why? Because our system's full. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. We need to take out some things from the bottom. I think that's the problem. Like, if I take out this apple, and then, there's so much stuff. Alright, well, I managed to do it. I took out a bunch of bows, as you can see, but it's fine, it's fine. So we'll come over here, place that thing in there. This ritual started. I would like my thing like yesterday, so I'm just going to quickly 32 times this. And you know what? We're going to 64 it, because I would like it yesterday. Lots of particle effects, and we now have our tier 3 storage stabilizer. So I'll quickly go add this on, and we're going to go from 3200 to... Nice, a decent amount. Okay. Crises are, I wouldn't say fully averted, but it's been pushed to the side for a bit. Once again, we don't have to worry about it for a little while. Okay. I don't know what the plan is. Yeah, we're doing the creative crafters, weren't we? I mean, I don't know. I don't know what we need to do. So this entire time as well, where is it? Is it even over here? I'm trying to find our, our nether quartz seeds. This is the one guy we have that's been doing all this work for our nether quartz. We need to double this guy, realistically, or wait twice the time that we've waited currently. Like, man, I really don't know. Mysterious warriors, northeast. My map's gone again. My voice is raising. I apologize to anyone who just yelled at. Northeast, they reckon. Northeast. So up this way, we should encounter some mysterious warriors. I've actually found them before and killed them. But not always. Sometimes they're really difficult to find for whatever reason. I don't necessarily know why. But yeah. Alright, well, I've looked northeast. Listen, if they exist, I sadly don't know their whereabouts. It's a beautiful place over here, though. That, man, the map jam with Terralith is incredible. Is that a structure? No, it's just more beauty. Okay. What were we doing before they interrupted us? Does anyone remember? Oh yeah, we were contemplating what to do here with the farms. You know what I think we do? I might call it for this episode, but I think I actually do need to do this whole like farming plan, because I wanted to do it with trees as well, didn't I? I wanted to set up a big tree farm using Create and just like something massive, just chopping everything and harvesting everything. I think we do it. It's going to be a bit of a task. Okay. Well, yeah, I think we do it. So we'll pick an area. I don't necessarily know where. Preferably, we would probably want it to be flat, wouldn't we? And I feel like this area is like our flattest. To be fair, over here is flat, but we've sort of used it. This area maybe. This area is very much not flat, which is sort of where I wanted to do it, which is a little bit unfortunate. Yeah, barbarians, northeast. We've got the bar now, like the boss bar. Barbarians, northeast. I don't see them. Alright, well yeah, I definitely think this area here could be flattened out relatively easily. A nice flat area. Big farms. Big farms are going to be happening. In which case, I would like some suggestions in terms of what I should use to like speed them up. We'll try to get our hands on this lily. We could even try to do it this episode. I don't know what we need. Obviously, we don't have a lily pad, but we can craft them using Nitro Essence. So there we go, lily pads. Then there's these guys, the Fertile Essence. Oh, we can craft them. Catalyze. Oh, you know what? Oh, that's awesome. We couldn't previously. I remember looking at them before. Oh, I think those are the barbarians. Oh, here they are. Can I interact with them? I'm just gonna one-tap them. Yay! I'm a hero. But yeah, because we set up this farm and it's mob grinder, it's grinding up mobs. We're getting player drops courtesy of this mob masher. And we're actually getting all the good stuff. That is really nice. Also, we can store all of our junk in here. Lots of levels. That's awesome. We can craft these. Oh, and we can get a lily pad of fertility. I want to show this guy off. Why not? Hey, we'll try and chock full this episode. So over here is our, whatchamacallit, our harvester pylon. Now, how am I going to get this to work? Okay. You know what? I have an interesting idea. I don't know if it's a great idea, but I have an interesting idea. I'm going to pick up the chest. I'm going to pick up the pylon. We're going to pick up our indestructible hoe as well. I believe now the pylons can actually go in the water, right? I believe that's a thing. And this will still work. It'll still harvest things whilst being down there. So we've got a crop over here, fully grown. Now, to be fair, I think it needs a chest above it, so I guess we'll do that as well. But it should do it. It should. I'm pretty sure it should. The lack of it doing it is a little bit concerning, to say the least. What's going on here? I need to set this guy up to be 9x9 again. There we go. Place inventory above pylon. And yep, beautiful. Okay, so it works, right? That's cool. So there's water in this block. It's like a waterlogged block. We can turn shaders off. You can see there's water in there. Can I place a lily on top of it? Can I? Oh. How do we know if it's working? I've never actually used... Oh, look at that. Particle effects. Growth particle effects. Oh my god. And I think I saw it affecting like the corners. If we want to really put this to the test, what I was going to do as well is I was going to entangle the harvester pylon and then take the resources out that way, because that's obviously really easy. We can place it here. We can entangle it. We can place this on top. And I think that will work. Maybe. Looking at it now, it might not work, which is unfortunate to say the least, because that would have been brilliant. But yeah, it needs the inventory above it. Okay, but hey, the main thing I wanted to show off was that the lily worked and how well it worked. This is remarkable, the speed at which this stuff's growing. Let's pick this guy back up. Oh, nice, he does drop. We'll place the chest back down. Sure, why not? Now the lily, can it go anywhere? No, I think it has to go above water. So realistically, what we could do, and what I think they do, is they have just like a row of water around the entire structure with just these lilies on them, and it gets incredible growth. For example, let's see if I can time it or bottle it. Okay, this is 64 times. If it works at all, we'll see it. Okay. I mean, it definitely works. The time in a bottle is definitely doing something, because we are getting a lot more particles and a lot more things happening. Cool. Okay, nice. Oh, this is good. Yeah. I reckon we can make a really good farm. A really good farm with a bunch of these things. Okay. Yeah, interesting. So what do we need for this again? I want to see what we have. Sorry if this is a bit boring. Rib bone, we have 200 of them. Okay, so we can make at least 200 currently. Catalyzing glands, we can make at least 200. And then green dyes are easy. Slime pearls might be tricky. No, easy. We can make 200 of these lilies. Nice. Awesome. Okay, well anyway, don't really know. What did we do this episode? Does anyone actually know what we did? I don't remember. We did a bunch of creative stuff. I don't know. We did things. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully it wasn't too boring. Hopefully we did stuff. Man, my memory's not good, but I don't know. At the very least, oh yeah, all this stuff. Oh yeah, we upgraded our furnace, and it's very, very fast. It's ridiculously fast. Too fast. Once again, the big problem with packs like this is once you have this furnace, there's no reason to set up like a create smelting factory aside from just it looks cool. You know what I mean? There's no reason to set up any other power gen when you've just got like a reactor setup. It's so easy. And you guys were telling me in the comments as well, you can use blocks of coal and blocks of redstone, and that'll just sit in there for ages. Like it's pretty ridiculous. So yeah, I don't know. So when we are doing some of this, like realistically, some of this dumb stuff, right? Like when we're doing something that isn't the most efficient, it's a combination of just, I mean, it's cool to do. It's fun to see like all the different ways that you can do the same one goal, but also in future mod packs, you know what I mean? Like you won't always have power. So you might want to know like, hey, how good is Deep Resonance? You know, how good is whatever this other energy mod is, instead of having to like sink all of your starting resources into this mod on a limb. You know what I mean? Like, you're like, fingers crossed, I hope this mod's good. You hop into it, you're like, okay, the wikis are from 2014, all of the information's out of date, and then I finally figure it out and I'm making 1000 RF per tick, and I sunk in like all my resources. Like, it's just a waste of time. So it's nice to check them out to see, because sometimes you do find like little hidden gems where you're like, oh, this is viable. This is an option. We can actually make a decent production using this. For example, the lasers. I really like being able to use the lasers very simply. I know XNet can do a lot, pretty much everything that the lasers can do, and probably more, I would imagine. But the main thing at the moment that I like about using the lasers is exactly down here. You don't have to set up like a full XNet system just to pipe things into one machine. You can just slap down a laser and you can access the top of the block and the front of the block and the side of the block all from just one face. And it's really powerful. And it's, once again, you won't use it all the time because it's not worth it. But in the niche situations, it's really good to have that knowledge. So yeah. This looks very like, this is some like, what do you call it? Some religious stuff happening here. This is beautiful. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for supporting the channel. We let me have a look. 1 second. We are currently at, bear with me. 1 second, bear with me. We are at 7,344 subscribers. That's a lot of people that not only clicked here, not only started watching, but then they're like, you know what? I'm gonna press subscribe. So thank you guys for that. And thank you to everyone who watched, even if you're not subscribed. I remember there was definitely, when I was watching some YouTubers, it's like you're watching them for ages and you don't even realize you're not subbed, and some people see it as an issue. I don't necessarily, like, I don't know what impact it actually has on like the YouTube algorithm. All I know is that like we've never been like bigger in terms of like growth and all of that, and the sub count I don't think has had anything to do with it, unless I just am clueless about it. The subscriber stuff's more of just like I don't know. It's sort of like, it's a byproduct, and yet it's the thing that you're rewarded on. You know what I mean? Like, you get like the play button, you get access to monetization, you get access to all these like special features on YouTube due to your sub count, not due to your view count or something like that, which is sort of like, I don't know. I feel like that's the whole thing, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, anyway, another rambling outro. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Yeah, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Oh, we're in a banner. Nice. Did I place this here? Probably like episode 1 or something. Yeah, goodbye.